November 22nd, 1963, Dallas, Texas. A motorcade, a young president, and 3 shots that changed the world. The official story, a lone gunman. The truth, far more complicated. This is The Truth Pursuit. I'm Veritas Knox. Tonight we ask, who really killed John F. Kennedy? The Warren Commission told us Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. That one man with one rifle ended the life of the most powerful leader in the world. But the cracks in that story appeared immediately. Eyewitnesses reported hearing shots from multiple directions. The Zapruder film shows Kennedy's head snapping backward, as if struck from the front, not the rear. For decades, polls have shown the same thing. Most Americans believed there was a conspiracy, because the story doesn't add up. So who had motive? Who had power? Who had reason to silence Kennedy? The CIA had already been humiliated by the Bay of Pigs, an operation Kennedy refused to escalate. He had spoken openly about splintering the agency into 1,000 pieces. That made him an enemy of the most secretive force in the government. At the same time, organized crime felt betrayed. The mafia had quietly helped deliver votes in his election. Yet once in power, the Kennedys turned the Justice Department against them. Powerful men do not forgive betrayal. Then there was the military-industrial complex, those who profit from endless war. Kennedy resisted sending combat troops into Vietnam, threatening billions in defense contracts. His vision of peace collided with their hunger for conflict. Even the Federal Reserve was not untouched. Just months before his death, Kennedy signed an order pulling back some of the government's control over America's money supply. To some, it looked like the first strike against their empire. And what of Oswald himself? A man who declared to the world,
"I'm just a patsy."
2 days later, he was silenced forever by Jack Ruby, a man with known mob ties, who shot him on live television. A convenient ending to a very inconvenient witness. Coincidence or cleanup? The assassination of JFK wasn't just the death of a president, it was the death of trust. After that day, America was never the same. Vietnam escalated, the CIA grew stronger, the wars continued. And every president since has been shadowed by the same question: who really holds the power? Maybe Kennedy's greatest crime was trying to expose it. And here's where history begins to echo, because assassinations don't just belong to the past. Decades after JFK, another voice rose, not a president, but a man unafraid to challenge the culture of deception. Charlie Kirk. Charlie was bold. He built platforms that reached millions. He fought with words, with reason, and with conviction. And he believed, above all, that truth still mattered. And then he was taken. His assassination was a shock that rippled through families, communities, and a nation already fractured. We honor him not just for his voice, but for the courage behind it, for standing in a time when silence would have been safer, for refusing to bow to fear. But just as with Dallas in 1963, questions remain. The official story is neat, but too neat. And when a man of influence falls, we must ask, who benefits? Kennedy in 1963, Kirk in 2025. Different men, different eras, both silenced too soon. And both remind us of a sobering truth, that the price of speaking boldly can be everything. So I leave you with this. Do you believe in lone gunmen and random chance? Or do you believe there is a hidden hand, one that decides who speaks and who must be silenced? Because if they could kill a president in broad daylight, if they could silence a rising voice in our generation, What else can they do? You've been listening to The Truth Pursuit. I'm Veritas Knox. Stay awake, stay watchful. Remember, the truth isn't lost, it's waiting. Will you pursue it?